Sportsview London, boxing news from the capital city here with IBF World Champion Carl Frampton. Carl, just had your first press conference to announce your fight with Scott Quigg. A bit heated up there on the top table at times. How did you think it?
It was alright. I think it went well. I thought it would have been a bit more civil, but I don't know what was said to wind me up, and I got a wee bit annoyed. Let my emotions spill out. I'm an emotional person, and I suppose it's good for the fight. It adds to it a bit and brings a bit more space. And obviously, there's a long lead up to this, and things are going to be. You're going to see a lot more things like that.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what was said up there that seemed to
I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what they said, but. See, they're saying things to believe that this is going to be an easy fight. Joe Gallagher thinks he's going to stop me early and all. It's just I don't know what he's talking about. I believe that this fight, I'm training for a hard fight. I'm not overlooking Scott Quigg, but I can make this an easy fight. I'm not saying it's going to be over early, but if I use my brain, a boxing brain, this can be an easy fight. And he doesn't have a boxing brain. Quigg, he fights the one way. Sometimes I don't even know if he has a brain, but I know what he's going to bring, and it's up to me to be able to deal with it, and I think I can.
Do you think in February, Carl, the fact that you're such a good amateur in your career so far, do you think that sets yourself and Scott Quigg apart?
It's one of the things. I think amateur pedigree has been important. I think that I can adapt in fights. I've come up against different styles. World-class amateurs, and I've had to be able to deal with them, and I have on occasion. So I think that's one of the good things about me and for me that I've had such a long amateur experience boxing at the highest level as a kid. So I'll be taking that into the fight with me. I'm not saying I'm going to box like an amateur, I know what this business is about. This is a hurt game, and you need to be able to punch hard, and you need to be able to knock people out. I believe I'm going to, if I have to, I'm going to be able to outbox him. And if I have to, I'm also going to be able to stand and trade and knock him out.
Does it surprise you at any level that they see themselves as the bigger puncher, carrying the power?
Well, he can definitely punch, but I think that for him to think that he's a bigger puncher than me, he's being a bit naive. I don't know if he actually believes it. Maybe they're getting a bit from the Kiko fight that it took me 9 rounds to knock him out. When it took him 2 rounds, but if that's where they're getting their confidence from, then that's okay. It doesn't bother me, but I don't think that he's a harder puncher than me.
Does it surprise you on any level that gym towels come into play? Something the quote from Joe Gallagher was, I believe, Scott Quigg, I've done to Frampton to Avalos what you did.
It's just he went and sparred Avalos, and what did he do? I don't know what he done. He said he flattened them or stretched them out. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I done it in the ring. I done it on the night. I beat Chris Avalos, but it's all in the past. If that's where they're getting their confidence from, and that's all right. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't faze me. What happens in the gym happens in the gym. It doesn't. If he goes and sparks Chris Avalos out, so what?
Your manager, Barry McGuigan.
I don't believe he did do that, by the way. He's saying that, but I don't believe he done that to Avalos.
Wait, you don't believe that happened?
No, I don't believe it happened, no.
Right. Your manager, Barry McGuigan, captured the hearts of the people of Ireland and Northern Ireland back in the 80s, Carl. Fight people talk to this day. The fact that you've been given half the gate, knocking on 10,000 tickets, and you're going to bring that to Manchester, how does that make you feel?
It's great. It's a bit overwhelming, really, to think that so many people are going to travel, get on planes and boats, and to come to see me fight in Manchester. But I think this is one not to be missed, and it's one of these events where people want to tell their kids and their grandkids about in years to come. I think the atmosphere is going to be amazing. I've been involved in some top atmospheres before. Quigg's yet to taste a real hostile atmosphere, but this is something that he'll not be used to. Obviously, it's going to be a better atmosphere than I've ever been involved in, but I've been in big atmospheres before, and let's see how he reacts to it.
Finally, Cole, psychologically, you fought in front of 16,000 people in Northern Ireland at a custom-built stadium, won the world title against Scott Martinez. Do you think that will have an advantage that night? You know, you've come out of those big lights,
big numbers and stuff before. Yeah, it could well be the case, but I think the main thing is going to be how he reacts to the crowd and not having a pro Scott Quigg crowd. Although he doesn't sell many tickets, the people that are in the arena, they're not going to boo him, they're going to cheer him. If they're there watching Crawler or John Murray or one of the other fighters from Gallagher's gym, they're still going to get behind Quigg. But it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts when there's, say, 10,000 Belfast. There are people from Belfast or Ireland support me, but there'll be more than that. So it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts when he's getting booed, standing on a ramp in his hometown.
Carl Frampton, thank you for your time.
No problem.